Welcome to the Pattern Recognizer. Most people are running programs they never chose. Today we expose one of those patterns, see exactly how it works, and discover the precise shift that can set you free. Let's begin. Picture driving toward a city you love, confident, singing along to the radio, and only when you arrive you realize you've been following a compass stuck to the wrong magnet. Your bank account looks healthy, your calendar is full, yet something inside feels hollow. That contradiction is not bad luck, it's a misaligned axis. I call this the compass paradox. It's simple to name and devastatingly precise in effect. Your declared values point one way, while your magnetized belief, the hidden force inside you, pulls decisions another. Today you'll learn how to find your true north, and how to remagnetize your needle so your choices finally line up with what you actually want. First, the psychological side. It starts with cognitive dissonance, saying one thing while doing another. That alone creates tension, and the mind buys tricks to reduce it. Rationalization, selective memory, a glossy narrative you tell yourself. Over time, those tricks calcify into automatic choices. You think you changed, but what changed was the explanation you give yourself. Under the surface lives familial and cultural magnetization. Families hand down priorities like heirlooms. Who counts? What success looks like? Which emotions are safe? Culture adds its own iron filings, status, fear, approval, and your needle learns which magnetic field to favor. Add confirmation bias, and every small choice confirms the drift. 1,000 tiny, safe decisions and your life is rerouted without a dramatic moment of betrayal. Most people don't see it because they're living inside it. Now the esoteric reading, because the visible psychology only tells half the story. Imagine the self as an axis, a vertical pole, a balanced geometry. In sacred geometry, that pole anchors the ego to a greater center. Rosicrucian inner alchemy speaks of a subtle magnet in the chest, an attractor shaped by lineage, initiation, and repeated attention. When unseen iron, old loyalties, shadow beliefs sits near that pole, the axis tips. The needle is not broken, it's magnetized by iron you can't see. That's the mechanism. So here's the reframe. Stop telling yourself you need to fix behavior. Behavior is a symptom. The work that changes outcomes changes the axis. Picture a compass in a room with a hidden horseshoe magnet behind the wall. You can scrub the needle clean, oil the pivot, practice better map reading, and still end up lost because the magnet never moved. Resetting the axis means removing or reconfiguring that magnet. Here is the single high-impact shift, a 3.5-minute daily remagnetize practice you can do every morning at the doorway before you step into the day. It is short, ritualized, and precise. Do it for 7 consecutive mornings and look for changes in tiny choices that scale fast. One shift changes everything. Begin standing in a doorway or by a window. Set a timer for 3 minutes and 30 seconds. First 30 seconds, anchor a single value word, one syllable if possible, that truly matters to you this week. Integrity, presence, freedom. Say it quietly to yourself 3 times, slow and clear. Feel the syllables land in the chest. Next 90 seconds. Breath pattern. Inhale for 4, hold 1 beat. Exhale for 6, repeat 11 times. With each exhale, imagine a small magnetic field around your sternum aligning like iron filings, smoothing into a pattern. If your mind wanders, return to the word and the count. This is not meditation for bliss, it's a technical calibration. At the 90-second mark, make a micro-decision aloud, one that matches your value word and you can execute in the next hour. Example: I will decline the meeting that costs me creative time, or I will speak truth to one financial assumption today. State it clearly, state it once, then seal it numerically. The numeric seal is simple. Press your thumb and forefinger together and count out 3 soft knocks into the air. 1, 2, 3. Each knock sets a tiny, energetic punctuation. The last minute is silence with attention. Watch the sensation at your sternum. If something feels heavy, breathe into it. If something feels light, note its trajectory. This whole practice takes 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Repeat daily, adapt the word, and keep the micro-decision honest. A few practical rules. Make the value non-negotiable for the day. Keep micro-decisions tiny and testable, and don't moralize slips. If you break the micro-decision, note what pulled you off course and remagnetize that detail tomorrow. This is method, not magic. Awareness first. Action second. What changes when you do this for a week? Money choices stop feeling like coincidence. You notice micro-investments that align with your word. Relationships gain a new filter. Fewer conversations that drain, more that build. Purpose ceases to be a slogan and becomes a sequence of coherent decisions. The needle straightens and decisions stop arguing with your intent. That's the mechanism. Before we close, a brief caution. This ritual is an entry point. If your history is layered, trauma, complex family systems, economic constraints, treat this as precision work within a broader context. Use journaling, therapy, or longer writes as needed. The practice is adaptable. Shorten it, lengthen it, but do it consistently and honestly. That is the pattern. That is the mechanism. And that is your shift today. If you're ready to decode the full architecture of your life, explore my complete library at Desmarques.com. The pattern is the prison. Awareness is the key.